Airman First Class Stephen Jarman. It is 8:18 a.m. and with me in the studio right now, if you're watching on the program guide channel, you'll see Chief Johnson's in the studio with me. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a great day outside. It's starting to cool off finally. I'm ready for these winter weather. What we can get here at least in Turkey, but I'm getting a little tired of the heat, so it's I'm liking this good early morning, this nice weather coming in. And speaking of today being 9/11, I've been talking a little bit about it this morning, and we got the retreat ceremony going on at Building 833 at 4:30. I did want to ask you because I had started icing in here. We were just kind of remembering, kind of having that like where were we moment, and I wanted to kind of open this up. Just where were you during 9/11, sir?
Well, I was stationed at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, Nevada, and happened to be staff sergeant at the time, and a significant event that day.
Right.
I think I remember being getting a call in from my mom and calling me and saying, "Look what's going on." And it was kind of early, at the time frame. I was getting ready for work, but still wasn't focused at that moment to really receive calls from back home. So a major event, not just for Nellis, but everywhere. Gates stopped everybody, didn't let anybody on. It was just chaos. But from there came calm.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And it's the 12th year, and this is my second year of remembering 9/11 in uniform. Mm-hmm. And I was starting icing about it earlier. It was real surreal the first time. We had a candlelight vigil, and I was in tech school, and everybody we went around, and everybody was represented by different religious groups. Everything. It was real special for me. And now that it's my second year, I feel that. Almost like a little bit of pride, knowing that I'm serving now after the fact. So yeah, it's good stuff. We got some events coming up on base today. Kind of covering that as well. And you said we're also going to talk about some stuff coming up here too. But speaking of over the weekend, we all know that some rumors went flying around. I mean, everybody's getting the emails saying don't listen to him basically. But I wanted to touch on it just a little bit and kind of get your thoughts on the way things are going. We're having these town halls, and it seems like stress levels are a little bit higher than normal with just things going on out there. Who should we go to whenever we hear rumors and things like that?
Well, I think that's a good question and very fair. I think a lot of rumors will get out of control when you don't have information.
Right.
And I think the first place a lot of our spouses and family members should go to will be their active duty spouses.
Right.
Talk to them first, because we are feeding and plugging that information in daily through their squadron commanders and their leadership, the chiefs, the first sergeants, and that's really where the network is, where our families can go to get a lot of that information versus the rumor control or rumor mill, and really adding a lot of stress and drama. Because really, our wing commander is really trying very hard to make sure that we put that information out to everybody up front. And a great venue is our town hall.
Right.
That's one. But again, our family members have access to their key spouses. They have access to their first sergeants and really their leadership chain. And from there, we should be able to really eliminate a lot of the rumors. Just have the courage to come forward, ask those questions, but it starts at home. Look at your spouses, husband, or your wives, significant others, and just ask the question. And really, you'll find that really as soon as anything changes here, the commander's going to let everyone know.
Right.
But again, another venue to really just help calm the herd, as we like to say, is really just our town halls. But every day, you got your squadron leadership.
Yeah, there's a lot of venues there to ask those questions and kind of get some answers. And the town hall being a great one. I was at the last one, and people had questions for him, and for our leadership here. And I think that's a great thing that we have those venues for us. And we'll be having another town hall this Friday at 5:30. So if you have any questions out there that we haven't answered or you don't think have been answered clearly enough, you have that opportunity to ask those questions.
Absolutely.
Right. And you also said though things have been a little stressful here on base. Last few weeks, we haven't really had a venue to kind of, let loose a little bit. But we do have a lot of cool things coming up, and I know you wanted to touch on some of that.
Correct. Well, this is the first place I've gotten where everyone seems to want to run.
Yeah,
so I call it the good-looking people are out and about.
Yeah.
You see it every day. So we have opportunity this weekend. We're starting out with a half marathon, starting at 0600. So great opportunity for our people to get together and really unwind. But that's just one venue. But the one I really want to touch on is the Air Force's birthday.
Yep.
And this has to be really the first place I've gone where we've done a bash like we're doing here. So I'm really excited about it. I'm fired up. Haven't seen anything like it. Everywhere you typically go, you have maybe a large gathering. We talk briefly about it, then we finish up getting our formal gowns, mess dress, and we have an evening, and then we shake it up then. But here, I think Interlake has really brought the community in. And I think our CGOs and with our other private orgs have set the bar. It's not just for our active duty members. So for our listeners out there, bring your families.
Yeah,
This is a family-oriented
exactly.
event where you can bring everyone and everyone have a good little day. And what we're talking about, they're bringing bouncy castles, cornhole, horseshoes. You can eat for a low price, $5. Don't have to leave. It's one-stop shopping with everything right there at Arkadesh Park. So I think it's a great opportunity. This is the venue where really our community, the entire installation, our host nation counterparts really can come in. The Dutch, the Army, everyone, the entire base can really
Right.
get together and really just have a great time. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, celebrate 66 years of
That's
the Air
it.
Force. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Us over here at AFM will all be there. If you see us around, give us a shout. We'll be having a good time. And yeah, it's going to be great. And yeah, that's just one of a few things we got coming up. And
Correct.
And I wanted to ask you about this because we were talking a little bit earlier. We're talking about everybody doing a great job. And you said you got to hang out with the cable dogs, and I did
did.
too. And I got to go down and when I was in news, I hung out and went down in a manhole with them, kind of saw what they did down there. They were fixing some phone line stuff. Real
Mhm.
cool. And you said you wanted to kind of touch on a few just outstanding airmen out there on Angel.
Well, one of the initiatives we're trying to do right now is really understand from their viewpoint, and really, I think the commander calls it OCA, out connecting with airmen,
Yep.
and really gives us an opportunity to see how they live every day, and from their viewpoint, really understand their perspective and issues that they deal with. So we really enjoy that. We come out once a week. I think we're moving it now. We're coming out tomorrow on Thursday, and we spend an hour and a half working side by side with our airmen. And it gives us an appreciation. It gets us out of the office. You know what I mean? If you're working in 120-degree weather, then we'll come out there as well. And we really just want to appreciate our airmen and what they do to contribute to the successful mission we have here. There's another venue we come out, and we now call it the Pick of the Lick.
Yep.
And we're coming out this afternoon around noon, and we'll have another opportunity to recognize one of our professional team members of Team Interlake. Not just active duty, we're talking about our civilians, we're talking about everyone. And it gives the really, again, the commander an opportunity to say thanks for a job well done, because guess what? Everyone is doing fantastic things out there, and we couldn't be more proud of our team here.
Yeah, they sure are, and a lot of great things going on here on Injure Lake. So they're really, like I said, the stress levels and all that. We should be proud of ourselves, and
Absolutely.
and we're doing great things over here at Injure Lake. And we also with it being 9/11 and things like that, people are all about remembrance, and I guess with everybody, that reminder that we're doing a great job is it makes me feel good, and especially like I said, being in uniform for the second year now, celebrating this day like this. You said you wanted to cover a couple other things. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, I think really right now, as we get ready to look at just programs and different things, one, I think today is a great day to remember
Right.
what has happened, and really the sacrifices our men and women in uniform are still making. We'll have a great day to do that with Patriot Day, and also hearing Colonel Gallagher as he's our the speaker this afternoon.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to hearing his comments and his message, because it was a great or significant day for him as well. And I don't want to ruin everything, but
Okay.
I think if you really want to have a touching story, come out today. He has one for us, and again, I'm looking forward to that. But for also our airmen out there who feel that they don't have a voice, or they have a voice, and there's a forum called Caring for People.
Yep.
And it's coming up here on the 20th of September between 0900, I believe, at the Airmen and Family Readiness Center. And this gives our airmen the chance and opportunity to talk about programs and things that they believe they can change here at Interlake, or really at the Air Force level. So I'm really challenging our squadron commanders. Colonel Wills did just that the other day, and told him, he said, this is one of his top programs, because this is a venue where we actually can take care of people. So if there are things you think we can do better, there are groups in there from deployed support, health and wellness. We added one for our teenagers, single airman support, single parent support. Anything you believe that we can make a difference, starting from this base all the way up to Headquarters Air Force, this is the forum for you to participate in. Get with your squadron leadership, and if You have great ideas. We want to listen, and hopefully we can make a change.
Right, and we were talking about how there's so many venues now to make a difference in our Air Force, whether it be on the low level or all the way up, to the big Air Force. And yeah, this is we've been talking about this for a while. This is going to be a good one. If
Yes.
get out there, ask those questions. If you feel like you're not being heard, well, you have a chance. You know what I mean? It's
Correct.
almost like I almost want to say, got no room to complain, as my mom would say.
Yes.
Back home. And
Absolutely.
if you got no room to complain, then why are you complaining? Is what my mom used to say all the time. So yeah, great venue to ask those questions and to make those suggestions too. Big
Right.
thing I've heard throughout my Air Force career and even growing up is you can complain all day, or not even really complain. You can say things need to be done until you have like your own suggestion. Then why bring it up at all? So it's like you can make those differences by bringing
Right.
something to the table,
Right.
and you this is a chance to do that. So lots of good stuff coming up over here at Angelic, and I just want to say personally to everyone out there, no need to worry. I have all the faith in our leadership. I think you should too, because we got a great leadership over here at Angelic. We got a great team, and for me, this is my first duty station. I'm proud to say that Angelic was it for me. It was the first time. So
That's it.
a lot of good stuff. Is there anything else you'd like to cover?
No, what I like to say is, again, any questions that you have as far as the rumor control, any events going on in the area or within our region, please go to your squadron leadership, talk to them, and they'll be able to provide you with the information and really the comfort that, guess what, anything changes. You have the promise of our installation commander that, guess what, he's going to get that info to you as soon as our status goes any different. And please keep in mind, our families are still here. My wife is still planning coming in December. And guess what? Our command teams, all of their spouses are here as well. No one's leaving. We're secure. And what I will tell you, look for the comfort of the community, and everything's going to be fantastic.
Right. We're all here for each other.
Absolutely. Let's get out there this weekend. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy this birthday bash, fellowship with one another, and really just take it one day at a time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what we do best. That's what we're here for, and
That's
you know
it.
what, we got to roll with it sometimes. Well, thank you for coming in, sir. I really appreciate it. Kind of, putting some of this stuff to rest, and also, letting everyone know that things are going, just as they always have. We got fun stuff coming up. Lots of cool opportunities to, get your questions answered, and also have a good time with everybody over here at Angelic. So I appreciate you coming in.
All right. Thanks for having me.
No, it's all my pleasure, sir. I'm going to keep the music going. I got some Philip Phillips going right after this radio break, and then we got more stuff coming your way, so don't go anywhere.